by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Peoples. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab. To running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Ball. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at 49.
This defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Unloads to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on third down.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has. He just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
He breaks a tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. After the run, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Lined up. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. He might want another play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass. Flying up the field. No, sir. Little handoff, little sneak attack. Great play call.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. Turning it on! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish the first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And he doinks it off the left upright. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Bagway. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got a man, it's Webb. There he goes! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds his man. It's ball. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The short hands, it's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. The Gators get enough to move the chains.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
No screen plays. You really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the catch, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got it for the touchdown. And now they need the 2-point conversion.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Listen to this crowd begging its defense to get a stop. They want to throw it. Incomplete. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and in the final seconds of this one, they still find themselves down by 2. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense.
Everybody playing with Alabama. No, sir.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Oh, shit.
It's Williams.
Good shit, bro.
All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown tie. Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Hunt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
To the air, it's Simpson. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Alabama pushing the tempo. Little touch pass to the receiver. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Direct snap. It's Hawkins. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Flagway. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter. And QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking. But these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to set up the screen. He's loose. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers. They're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1.
I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, you'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw at Simpson. Oh, they're after him! He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. On the move, it's Young. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're
going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Off play action. Avoids pressure. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback gets past the marker. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. They're working that left side. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds for the first down. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! The will have to use its first timeout of the half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Zings it complete to the right. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ncaa can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man, zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get into the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The kick is on its way. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to throw. It's flagged way. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
A lot of times late in games you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quick.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Turning on the Jets. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air. It's Lagway. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Miller.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he really needed to hold on to that one. Not loose, and third down is coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He got it! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Looking to throw. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for two, when not to go for two. Smart decision. Second half, being up by one doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. To the air, it's Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Game is essential. essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might